Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to the Your Neck of the Woods podcast, hosted by yours truly, James DeFazio, produced by Gabe the Goat, and we have no time to waste today. So let's just keep on rolling. Um, we've had no exaggeration, 15 straight days of brutal, severe weather across the United States of America. Um, from the plains to the Midwest to the deep South and everywhere in between. Um, what's been captured nationally in the past 14 days is simply stunning. Um, I could show a ton of videos, and I will show some, as well as plenty of images, but it still doesn't do it justice. Um, looking back, um, April 27th seems to be the beginning of when things started to snowball. And this occurred mainly in Oklahoma and Nebraska. Um, over the next 2 weeks, um, this slowly traversed farther east and southeast. Um, let me show you a video um, from April 28th that was captured from Brettville in Iowa of some absolutely ridiculous rotation. You can
My
see
God, please.
there's multiple vortices within the main front, which is spectacular. The level of rotation is simply beyond amazing. This is a phenomenal capture of violent weather. It's absolutely breathtaking. And again, this is from central Iowa. Excuse me, miraculously, no injuries associated with this. On April 28th, Marietta, Oklahoma, a severe tornado struck a Dollar Tree distribution center. The Dollar Tree distribution center was absolutely wiped out. Um, and again, the images are simply stunning. Um, let's take a look. This was from a traffic camera. This was the street outside the distribution center. Cars tossed around like absolutely nothing. Tractor trailers tossed around like it's nobody's business, thrown around like toys. This is the distribution center. The tornado just tore it to bits. You can see all the way through the middle of this. There's no roof. The shelves are ripped to pieces. It's unbelievable. I could go on and on forever, but the past 14 days have been historic. Um, I'm cherry picking what I find the most intriguing and the most eye popping. Um, but it's truly been a historical severe weather outbreak. Locally, on the night of April 29th, we had some decent severe storms. Well, not excuse me, some decent strong storms locally. one of which traversed just south of Camden. Another one hit the Clayville area around 1:30 a.m. on 4th April 30th, early morning. Um, and that did drop some nickel-sized hail, which was, we're off to a good start. I'm ready for some more good ones, but nothing. I don't want anything like what I've the images I've shown. And don't mind my broken glasses. The new ones are on the way. Don't you worry. I'm aware. Uh, we can keep the crooked glasses comments out of the comment section, or we can put them in there. At least I'll know you listened. So I did some math over the last 17 days. I tallied up the total number of tornadoes recorded by the Storm Prediction Center, and it came out to an average of 30 tornadoes a day confirmed. 30 surveyed confirmed tornadoes per day. The most that were recorded was April 26th. It was 149 recorded tornadoes, and I'm going to show you some of the map outbreaks from these dates. The only day in the last 17 days when a tornado was not recorded was the 10th of May, and that goes all the way back to April 26th. Truly insane. Let's take a look at some photos of the Storm Prediction Center maps. Hmm. First technical difficulties with the images. Let's see why that didn't pop up. Hmm. So my apologies. Unfortunately, it looks like a couple of these photos that I had prepared of the maps showing where the severe weather uh, reports were actually filed are not loading. So my apologies there. But let's talk about what day. I do have the dates at the very least for that were the most notorious. Like I said, April 26th was the most widespread in terms of tornadoes. It was insane. 149 confirmed tornadoes in one day. Absolutely absurd. Um, and then the other three big days consecutively were May 6th, 7th, and 8th. They weren't all extremely tornadic. Some involved some surd, straight line winds, and gorilla hail, and just an absurd amount of damage and severe weather reports. However, on the 6th, there were 44 confirmed. On the 7th, there were 66 confirmed. And on the 8th, there were 55 confirmed. Those numbers are, it was something. One of the strongest tornadoes that has occurred over the last couple weeks occurred on the night of May 6th into the morning of May 7th in Barnsdall, Oklahoma. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Um, It's probably one of the most populated areas that took a direct hit from a tornado in the past 2 weeks. Um, the images from Barnsdale are absolutely gut-wrenching. Um, Unfortunately, one person did lose their life. Um, the only caveat I could say is, to me, it's a miracle. To me, it's a miracle only one person lost their life. It was an EF4, um, already rated as an EF4. The second EF4 to hit Oklahoma this year. It's a beast. Let's take a look. This is a photo of Barnsdale, looking down a city street. You can see the trees are absolutely stripped. That car is barely even visible. Trees are torn to bits. This is an aerial view of a row of a couple of houses, or I should say what is left of them. Here's another photo of Barnsdale, a couple houses up close, but what strikes me in this photo is, even in the distance, there's absolutely nothing. And one of the key markers here with the EF4 is those trees are just stripped. Everything is just ripped right off. Last but not least, another aerial view. Houses with roofs just completely ripped off, no issues. Houses pushed off their foundations. Absolutely nothing left. The only one of the only other things I want to discuss regarding the severe weather was some of what occurred in Texas. Um, in Texas, a couple storms formed in the past few days with some unique characteristics and I have some images that are mind-boggling. Um, we had a storm approach a town that had uh, baseball to grapefruit-sized hail within 70-mile-an-hour winds, with a large tornado following behind it. One of those hailstones hit you in the head, you're dead. Every windshield that one of those hailstones hit shattered. So much damage, just from the hail alone. Forget the wind. You add in the fact that the hailstones are being blown by the wind. It's unfathomable what the damage is capable of. I'm gonna let the video and pictures speak for themselves. Um, with uh, with that being said, um, one of these videos is going to show storm chasers recovering a 5.5-inch hailstone. The record is 6 inches. Um, it's hard to fathom it falling from the sky.
Oh my God, please.
This is the tornado that was associated in Abilene with the group of storms that eventually led to produce the gorilla hail. I'll let this run because it shows several different forms of tornadoes that
Yeah, we might.
have been all over. We've got wedges, we've got funnels, we've got ropes. You name it. Debris being torn up, thrown up everywhere. this storm, in some of these storms, debris was detected, trees were detected 18,000 feet into the air. Absolutely absurd. Now let's take a look at these storm chasers recovering these absurd hailstones.
5-inch diameter hailstone here.
It's hard to tell.
Look at the size of that guy.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah.
Oh man, dude.
Gotta compare to the GoPro, man.
That's definition of grill hail. It's a 5-inch diameter hailstone. No doubt.
See here, 7:18 p.m. We got some golf balls.
It's the Barnsdale photo. Grill hail. Grill hail. That's what I like to call it. That's what some of the weather nerds like to call the absurdly large hail. Shout out to my boss, Natalie, for the shirt I have on. 100% chance of me telling you the forecast. I would say that that's fairly accurate and hilarious. Um, but the good news is that after tomorrow, let's move on from the severe weather. We get a break after tomorrow. Um, the primary tornado threat, I should say, after today, um, if you're listening to this on the 13th, the primary tornado threat that exists for today is going to occur in New Orleans and Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Mobile, Alabama, as well as Tallahassee, Florida. After that, we things start to calm down. The tornado threat, at least for several days, starts to diminish. I do want to discuss. Um, I do. I do want to discuss some of our local weather because I feel like I've done nothing but talk about national. So let's dive right into local. Um, Multiple times I've discussed planting and gardening really quickly. If you live in a non-rural location, especially a non-exceptionally elevated location, go right ahead and plant. It's time. My North Country friends, as I'm recording this, it's 33 degrees in Old Forge. So if you're up there, give it a couple more weeks. If you're like me and you're sitting in inner city Utica, you can put your plants in the ground. So let's talk about that Aurora. My gosh. Cool. Two solar events in less than 20 and 28 days in the city of Utica, and clouds ruined both of them for me. What? What are you gonna do? That's life. Um, let's talk about the solar storm in general. Um, a G5, a geomagnetic storm, was issued for Northern America Friday night, which is as strong as can be issued. It's the strongest without debate that's been issued in 20 years. Oh, we got the alien effect back. Oh, back to normal. Cool. Thought I had that figured out, but I do like it. Um, let's debunk some misconceptions, as well as explain what exactly was going on with to lead to the solar storm. The sun goes through cycles of solar activity. There's periods of time where there's not many sunspots, there's not many solar flares. There's periods of time where that's the extreme opposite. We happen to be in one of those periods. Um, these typically range about 11 years apart in terms of extremes. We're currently in the 11-year end of very high activity. Um, the current solar activity is the result of solar flares that are emanating from a very, very, very large sunspot. Um, It's incredibly impressive how large the sunspot is. It's one of the largest ever recorded. Um, what makes it incredibly impressive to me is that if you happen to still be in possession of your solar eclipse glasses and you carefully take a look at the sun, you can see the sunspot in the bottom right of the sun. It's visible to the naked eye with protective eyewear, which is rare. Um, so pretty cool. Um, Sunspot, let's talk, just in case you don't know what a sunspot is, it's just a dark blemish that's on the sun, get where gases are being emitted, um, from the surface of the sun. They're completely normal. Um, there's nothing to worry about. When we people like to point to, oh, electric grid failures and cell phone outages, and for the most part, that's hogwash. There's a lot of other factors at play, um, and we you can't blame the sun. Um, can't blame the sun for our incompetence. Um, so I'm so jealous. So much FOMO. With what the areas around us were able to see with the aurora. My gosh, was it impressive. Um, the the images from Buffalo that I'm about to show are incredible, just truly incredible. And what's this what hurts is that if there weren't clouds in Utica or Rome or anywhere in Oneida County for that matter, we would have all seen this. But just because we're downwind from Lake Ontario and we have bad luck, um, we didn't get that luxury. However, these photos are absolutely stunning, absolutely stunning. Um, the storm was so strong that the aurora was visible as far south as Alabama. And I even have a photo of that I would like to show you. Um, let's take a look. My first photo from Buffalo, absolutely stunning. Looks like somebody took in Alaska or northern Canada. Just early evening in Buffalo, New York. Another one, crazy colors, same location, Buffalo. This one may be my favorite. Um, just the array of colors is just truly stunning. You have the moon in the background. Unbelievable photo. Again, right in Buffalo. And last but not least, here's a photo from Alabama. Even in Alabama, the sky was pink and purple in the middle of the night. Truly impressive and truly a once in a lifetime solar storm. Um, we'll see if we get anything comparable anytime soon. With that being said, let's get a few things out of the way because there are so many misconceptions with regards to solar storms, and let's just get it out of the way. They absolutely do not cause you to have high blood pressure. They absolutely do not cause you to have headaches. They absolutely do not cause you to have any heart issues. They absolutely do not cause any skin issues or rashes. They absolutely do not cause you to be more dehydrated than usual or have diarrhea in more frequently than you normally would. Um, there are no negative health effects associated with solar storms. Um, And let me explain why that is. And because, okay, where's the energy go? I can tell you where the energy goes. Um, as the radiation is released from the sun and a portion reaches the Earth's atmosphere, the radiation is absorbed. Um, Fortunately for us, after it's absorbed, it's then released. And it's these bursts of energy that are set free that manifest in the form of visible light as energy being released in the form of visible light, and that's the northern lights. That's the aurora. That's that's the beauty of that we get um, from solar activity. So when we some people look at it and point and say, "Uh-oh, it's the something bad's gonna happen." No, something beautiful is gonna happen. That's the way to look at it. That's the way to treat it. Well, hopefully you're still awake out there. Let's get to a quick forecast for Central New York before I wrap up. Happy Monday, fun day, everyone. No cases in the Mondays out there allowed. Everyone, let's have a good day. Um, it's gonna start out absolutely beautiful today. Absolute abundant sunshine. It's not gonna, and then it's gonna slowly start to resemble a Monday out there. It's gonna slowly get gloomier, but temps are gonna climb into the 60s. Actually the upper 60s as we approach the mid-afternoon. We can't rule out low 70s either. So pull for pull for quick quick rise in temperatures this morning and longer sunshine than anticipated or possible. Um, Later this afternoon, especially by 1:30 p.m., the threat for showers and thunder showers greatly increases. Thunder showers are going to be present throughout the entire afternoon and evening. Um, there will be no severe storms. We'll see if we can get anything entertaining or remotely strong, but more likely than not, garden variety gully washer storms coming our way. Surprise, surprise, Maureen. Let's talk about Tuesday really quick. It's going to be even warmer. It's going to be even nicer. It's going to have a very similar start to Monday. Absolute plenty of sunshine, wall to wall sunshine to start the day. We're talking 68 degrees at 10 a.m. We're talking 77 degrees by 2 p.m. Mid 70s for almost all of the daytime. Showers and thunder showers do return for Tuesday night. Um, will we ever get to go fishing? My buddies and I. Come on, the water levels are so high. Are they ever going to get to a reasonable level? Not anytime soon. At least not not very soon. But man, they're high. So before I say goodbye, I want to let you know that I'll be back Tuesday or Wednesday. I hope you enjoyed the incorporation of the images and videos. Um, we are only going to expand. Soon we'll have maps. Soon we'll have me being able to have my cursor over different maps and discuss weather. Um, well, we're already discussing weather, but discuss things in weather models and compare things and why things are being forecasted the way they are, so on and so forth. So I'll be back Tuesday or Wednesday with another episode to update you for the rest of the week. Obviously, we'll cover anything that arises nationally that is noteworthy or interesting. Until then, stay beautiful. Thank you so much for listening. And as always, stay la vie.